Hey, Gavin, Acupuncture Grove. I wanted to do a video for those suffering from migraine headaches and talk about the topic of certain food and drink triggers and whether this has to be a forever kind of thing. I wanted to talk about this because I just see a lot of people coming in for acupuncture to help with their migraine headaches that have been managing the symptoms just by avoiding the various different triggers. And for a lot of people, certain foods or drinks like alcohol, coffee can trigger and bring on these headaches. And they're kind of worried that this might have to be a forever thing if they want to keep the migraines at bay. So I don't necessarily believe that that has to be the case if we're doing the correct treatments and we're getting the right changes. So I just wanted to kind of talk around a few different points on that. So let's just dive in. All right, so I just wanted to start by talking a little bit more big picture, first of all, before we get into the details. So I wanted to talk about our idea of health and what it is we're kind of like moving towards when we're coming in for treatment. So health, modern kind of medicine idea would be health is like an absence of anything bad. So any absent of any particular bad symptoms or falling within a certain range of report findings or whatever it may be. But for me, I feel like health is a little bit more than that. So true health, I believe, is where we have a certain like thriving and vitality, a place where we have a resiliency and a buffer to the stresses and the things that are happening to us from life. So for somebody who's really healthy, I don't think they need to be always doing the exact right thing, eating the right thing, drinking the right thing. I think there is room for falling off the bandwagon or just indulging or having a glass of wine with friends or eating out, whatever it may be. A healthy body has the resiliency to do those things and not be so affected by it. So when we're working on any health condition, that's my ideal end goal. Now, obviously, some people and certain situations, we may not be able to get there. That may not be totally realistic, but that's the ideal end goal, and that's what I work towards for myself and for those that I work with. So when we're looking at migraines and certain trigger foods or drinks like alcohol, coffee, yes, that is important to avoid in the beginning. If you do find that there are certain identifiable triggers, it is important to reduce that or eliminate that altogether in the beginning. But I don't think that has to be a forever kind of thing, because if you're getting the right treatments and things are changing within your body, those underlying imbalances that have led to this situation or that internal environment that is sort of producing these migraines that is being triggered, then if those are starting to be resolved from the correct treatment, then I don't see any reason why in the future you shouldn't be able to sort of indulge or have those foods and drinks again. Maybe not all the time, but certainly you should have like a little bit more of a buffer to those things. So whenever I'm working with people for migraines, I mean, it can be a bit of a complex situation depending on the person. There can be multiple things going on. We're always going to have a look at what's going on through like the head and the neck area. Stress can be a huge thing. So looking at how we can regulate the stress response within the body, but also things like circulation. For some women, there's a menstrual component to it, or hormonal component. Some people, there's a digestive component. Others, there might be an immune system component. So we have to take all of that into account whenever we're working on a case and figure out what's going to be the best plan of action. But ultimately, the idea is to get you to a place where you've kind of got your life back. You don't have to be so switched on about eating the right things, doing the right things. You can relax and enjoy yourself and not be plagued by frequent migraines all the time. Obviously, if that's going to work and how well that's going to work is going to be a case-by-case basis, but that's what I'm always working towards when working with people. So if any of that is interesting to you, you can check out the clinic details if you wanted to come in and see me or reach out. Everything is on acupuncturegrove.com.au.